Folks, this is a great evening. Thank you for joining us. Today we're going to talk about top 10 tips on how to get a big refund, folks, a big one. Did you know that 44% of Americans do not pay any taxes at all? Zero taxes, zip. In fact, one of them was our former president, and I'll leave it at that. So who pays all the taxes, all jokes aside? It is the remaining 56%. It's the middle class. It's the middle class and the lower class, folks. But not only that, most Americans have unclaimed taxes. Unclaimed taxes, up to $1.3 billion of unclaimed taxes. If you did not receive a $3,000 refund last year, okay, a $3,000 refund at a minimum, then you are one of those people who did not get their refunds back. You hear what I'm saying? And why do I say this? Because the average household tax refund last year was $2,899, folks. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is AK. I'm an investor, entrepreneur. I dabble with real estate, with equities, with e-commerce, and many other things. My goal with this channel is to help the outsider like you, people who don't have all the information, people who don't know how to buy a house, how to invest in real estate. Well, let's not waste your time and get started right now. So I'm going to start with some of the easier ones first, folks. And then number one is the sick day leave tax refund or tax deduction. How does it work? If you're self-employed last year, everybody in last year due to COVID had suffered some sick days, folks. And if you are one of that person, what you can do is you can deduct up to $5,100 of sick leave amount depending on how much you make per day. If you invested in crypto last year, just like myself and many other people, and if you suffered a loss in crypto or stocks, please do not worry, I got you covered. Those losses are all tax deductible. So please make a note. You're not going to pay any taxes, okay? Furthermore, if you had any gains in crypto or stocks, if you're making under $104,500, then guess what? You don't pay any capital gains. Granted, you don't sell your stock within 1 year. So if you have any stocks and you have capital gains on it, at least wait a couple of years before you dump those stocks back, okay? So if you're married and you make less than $65,000, or if you are single and make less than $32,000, you can effectively take your income and put it in your retirement account, okay? Retirement account, such as 401k, Roth IRA, 459, on and on and on. Talk to your CPA or accountant, whomever, and ask them, how can I save some money and reduce my taxable income to put into a Roth IRA or some retirement account, save money on taxes. Now let's talk about charity. A lot of people think that charity is just giving a couple $100 to your church or Monday or mosque or whatever, but that's not the case, folks. Charity could be given to any non-government organization, any political organizations, any non-profit organizations, any not-for-profit organizations, and many other entities. So please look up. I'm going to post a website you can go on and check out how many different types of charities you can contribute to. And charity could also be any of the furniture in your house, okay? Anything, your furniture, your carpet, your rug, anything that's getting old that you're not using. Here's what you can do. You can go to Habitat of Humanity or any other organization, Salvation Army, and you can turn in your furniture, put it in your truck or car, your SUV, and then go get a receipt from them. And it could be several hundred to $1,000 or several $1,000 charity that you can also claim as a tax deduction in your taxes, depending on how much money you make. Oh, by the way, if you're looking for tax help, I do offer a service. I have certified accountants on my team that can help you file your taxes. Please go to Entrepreneur Extraordinaire, click on consulting and then tax consulting and fill a form so we can contact you and you can get back in touch with us. We've saved our last one of our clients over $28,900 in last 3 years of taxes because she kept filing taxes not knowing she had all these education credits, medical expenses credits, and childcare expenses credits that we helped her file and get the money back. You can file a correction to up to last 3 years of your taxes. Next up is if you received unemployment last year, if you got laid off due to COVID or whatever reason that may be, right? And if you had to stay home, folks, make sure the unemployment check that you got was already tax deducted, okay? So make sure the IRS doesn't send you another letter asking you to pay more taxes on the unemployment income that you received while you were laid off. Please make sure of that, okay? You should not be getting taxed at all on unemployment income. If you have put money away for kids' education, for example, the Plan 529, and I'll also post a website here for that. You can have more than one kid in that plan. You can have some savings stashed away for your kids' future for educational purposes by participating in this 529 plan. If you had done that, All that income that you're putting away, it's non-taxable, okay? It's non-taxable. You don't have to pay taxes on that because guess what? It further reduces your taxable income. If you ended up staying home to take care of your kids because your kids did not go to school due to COVID and they had to do online learning from home, you can, folks, claim up to $10,000 of deduction due to that because it's not your fault that your kids are home, you have to leave your job and come home and you cannot work. But this only applies to most people who either have an S Corp or C Corp or an LLC or sole proprietorship. So you have to have a business and be self-employed to be able to claim this deduction, okay? That's why I keep telling you guys, either do 1099, don't do W-2s, okay? Stick with 1099s as much as possible. Next up is if you have a house and you're not using that house to leverage some business, you're really leaving thousands of dollars on the table, folks. Thousands of dollars. Why do I say this? You can easily, if you have a basement or something, guys, or have a separate room, separate entrance, you can easily open a salon, a massage place, a facial place, or whatever other business. Maybe even a music studio somebody wants to rent for a weekend to play some music and record. Rent that and make some money off of it, okay? And you're gonna save thousands of dollars because A, you're gonna have extra income, several thousand a week maybe, because guess what? You can register yourself as a business and save a lot of money. And if you buy anything for that room or that space, you know, candles or lighting or furniture or table or a desk or, you know, a guitar stand or whatever that may be, that's all tax deductible. So that's a golden opportunity, folks. A lot of people don't realize they're sitting on a gold mine. If you have a house, please make sure to utilize that, okay? Here's one of my favorite ones, folks. If you want to ever take a vacation for free, you want to take a vacation for free, here's what you do. You can go off on a vacation for 14 days, okay? Rent your house. Rent your house to Airbnb or some local person. You can, get cash or whatever. Rent it for 14 days. Any income you make from the 14 days of renting your own house to a tenant for 14 days is tax-free. That's your income in your pocket. You can use that income to pay for your hotel and lodging and car and other expenses. That's a lot of money, folks. And I personally know people who have done that, who take vacations every single year, sometimes twice a year, because 14 days, you can take 2 vacations, 7 days each, and go to Bahamas or Bermudas or wherever, Europe you want to go, to Paris or France like I went last year. You could do that, folks. I've done that for many, many years, okay? Rent your own house. It's non-taxable income coming in your pocket that you can go and spend and have a vacation for free, folks. I'm surprised more people are not doing this. You should do that. Okay, register your house for a home location management company. What does that mean? You can register your house. There are many websites, and I'll post some links on here where your house can be used for either shooting a YouTube video or a movie, for filming movie or a sitcom, and many other things. You'd be surprised how many people and companies are looking for houses with unique setup or different types of structure for a movie shooting. And in Washington, D.C., especially where we live, there's a lot of movies that have been shot at the Capitol or near the Capitol. A lot of houses have been rented. And did you know that they pay as much as $1,000 a day? Yes, $1,000 a day for shooting a movie or a YouTube video. Netflix, Hulu, these folks are making, Amazon Prime, they're making their own movies, and they're always looking for locations, local locations for movies. So I would definitely post your house that, have that extra income. It's considered sort of a rental, as we mentioned, for 14 days of rental is totally legal. So there you have it, folks. Lots of different ways to save on taxes. Again, if you're not getting at least $3,000 back at a minimum for the household every single year, you're leaving money on the table and contributing to that $1.3 billion of unclaimed taxes. So work with me, try to contact Entrepreneur Extraordinaire, or drop me an email on askakhow@gmail.com, and I'll be able to help you, folks. One other last tip I want to give you guys: your refunds will be late this year. Most likely, highly likely, will be late. If you want to get your refund faster, folks, I would highly recommend do an e-filing, which means submit your return online. Also, give them a direct deposit number of your bank so they can deposit money directly to your account. And one last thing: the new deadline is April 18th. 2022, April 18th, okay? Deadline has moved. It may move again. Highly likely will move again, but I'll keep you guys posted. There's lots of tips and tricks. If you have some, please share a comment, okay? Share in the comment section. Let me know what kind of tips and tricks you are using for your house or your car or this and that. And so everybody can benefit from it, right? Folks, I have figured one thing out in life. The more people you help, the more money you make. You don't make money just by making money, by creating a community of people who help each other. That's how you make money. So if you want to make more money, you need to help more people. Okay? Promise me you're going to do that. Thank you again for joining us. It's a pleasure having you guys. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about the channel. The smaller channels don't get as much traffic, folks, because these bigger channels also swallow all the search engines, and they also pay a lot of money for advertising. So the small channels never gets recognized, even though their content is pretty good. So if I can answer any question and help you in any way, I'm always here for you guys. With that, I will see you in my next video. Have a fantastic day. Bye now.